Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and today Apple finally released the iPhone 16e. Now, unfortunately, just like I mentioned in previous videos, I am not able to unbox this phone and review it in person because I'm not able to buy it. But someday, if I'm ever able to upgrade my iPhone, maybe next month, maybe I'm able to upgrade the iPhone 12 and get a 16 Pro or 16 Pro Max. I will make a video and review it then, the 16 Pro models. But I'm not able to review the iPhone 16e in person. However, I am going to go over some of the pictures as well as talk about the overall specs, price, and design. So if I go into the Craft app here, you can see I have the iPhone 16e pulled up. And this device only comes in two colors. So with the iPhone 16e, it only comes in white and black. Unfortunately, there is no product red with this particular device. However, if you want to add some color to your iPhone, there's 5 cases. 3 of them are probably the best. Personally, not the one in the middle. I would not go for that one. But you have lake green, fuchsia, which is pink, winter blue, white, and black. If you want to give color to your iPhone 16e, those 5 cases are probably the best cases to go with. Now, unfortunately, there is no MagSafe wireless charging with this device, but we'll talk about that. I'll talk about that in just a sec when I go over the cameras and design. Now, as far as the cameras and design, well, let's start with the overall design. Gone on the iPhone 16e is the home button. At first, we thought this phone was going to be the iPhone SE4, but Apple instead called it the iPhone 16e. And there is no home button. So you now have Face ID with a smaller notch. Now, as far as the cameras with this particular device, on the rear is a 48 megapixel camera. Now, how that looks, you would probably have to have one of the newer phones, but using my iPhone, we usually have a wide and ultra wide camera, but there's only one lens on the iPhone 16e. So here is the wide camera to give you an idea of what it can do. And here is the ultra wide to give you a better overall idea of what it can do. Now, if I take a picture here, it just took the picture in slow-mo. I took that using the ultra-wide camera. Now, you only have a 48 megapixel rear camera, so it's a one singular lens. And as far as the front of the device, well, there is a notch, smaller notch, but you have a 12 megapixel camera. And using the front of my iPhone to show you what that looks like, this is the 12 megapixel camera. And the overall background looks pretty interesting. So that camera is great for FaceTime calls and Zoom calls. Now, as far as the storage on this phone, you get 3 storage options, and it starts at $599 for 128 gigabytes and goes up to $899 for 512. So you have 128 for 599, 256 for $699, and 512 for $899. Now, as far as what features is coming with this iPhone. It does have Apple Intelligence, so you're getting the Image Playground, the Smarter Siri, and all of the writing tools and Genmoji features, and also some capabilities with iOS 19. However, with this device, you don't have camera control, but you do have the action button. So if you mute your phone, it's a programmable button, and it is on the iPhone 16e. You can assign it to quickly open up the camera, and you can also assign it to take pictures as well. As far as anything else with this device, you do get a 60 hertz display. Unfortunately, there is no 120 hertz ProMotion. You only get 60 hertz. No dynamic island either, just the smaller notch, and only two colors, white and black. And there is only one wallpaper. Now, a lot of people are not going to like this phone due to the fact that it only has one camera. They're probably going to want to go for an iPhone 16 or an iPhone 16 Pro due to the fact that it has three cameras and better cameras overall. Although the one camera, the 48 megapixel, that could be borrowed off of the iPhone 16. But at least with this model, you are getting Apple Intelligence and an A18 chip. So this iPhone will be supported for years to come. Now, as far as its price, it is $599, so that's not as cheap as the iPhone SE3. The SE3 was $429, so it's a little bit more on the expensive side, but that's due to the fact that you're getting a bigger display, a smaller notch, no home button, Apple Intelligence, an action button, and a totally new design overall. Now, would I buy this iPhone? It depends on if the iPhone 16e is free through a carrier. I'm not going to say the names of the carriers, but whichever carrier you have, if it's free, then I would probably go ahead and buy it. If it's not, and it's $599, and there's also a regular 16 or a 15 for $599, or a 15 Pro, I would go ahead and get the 15 Pro. And the reason why is because you're getting dynamic island always on display, a 120 hertz ProMotion, an action button, plus all of the advantages. And one thing I forgot to mention, well, two things rather. One thing is the iPhone 16e does have USB-C charging, but unfortunately it does not have MagSafe. So the iPhone 15 Pro models and 16 models, all of them have MagSafe. MagSafe is the way to wireless charge. Unfortunately, the iPhone 16e does not have MagSafe. You can still wireless charge, but it is going to move around all over the place. So if you want MagSafe, I would probably consider going for an iPhone 16. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know I was not able to review the iPhone 16e in person, but hopefully I get the chance to upgrade my iPhone 12. I'll still be able to keep it, but get a newer phone so that I can do an unboxing and review it for you guys, as that's something that I really want to do. If you guys liked this video, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I'll see you guys later.